What's up, everyone? Welcome to a new video. Today, we're going to be talking about the 5 different adjective types. If you're here in class, I'm excited to have you. If you're online, we're going to be using a Prezi presentation. You'll find the link below. Again, if you're in class, also, you'll find the link below this video once you have it there. So let's take a look at what we have. All right, my good people, here we are. Hopefully everyone can see what I'm looking at, and ooh, I'm zoomed in. Okay, so we are working on the 5 different types of adjectives, and what we have here is it's by Mariah Sterlings, and we can do this. So let me see if I can do a live transcript. There we go. Live transcript. We're going to enable it so that you guys can read what I'm saying as well. Just enable. Okay, yay, there we go. All right, so I'm not sure how accurate. Do you guys see it at the bottom? Yeah. Woohoo, okay. So it's very small. Let me see if I can make it a little bit bigger. Can I make it a little bit bigger? Okay, maybe not. All right, moving along. Not what I wanted to do. All right, so what is an adjective, you guys? Can anyone that's here tell me what is an adjective? Without reading, you guys know what an adjective is?
Yeah, something like a word that describes a description.
Yeah, so a word that describes something else, a word that describes a noun. So a place, a person, or a thing. So if we want to read this, it says the simplest definition of an adjective is that it is a word that describes or clarifies a noun. So it gives us more information about that noun. For example, I can say the car is parked outside. Now, there are a lot of cars outside. How do I know which car? Well, if I say the blue car that is parked outside, then if you go outside and look for the blue car, you have more information and you know what you're looking for. So essentially, adjectives, they clarify more what we are looking at or what we're describing, okay? So adjectives describe a noun by giving some information about the size, the shape, the age, the color, the origin, the material, and so forth, okay? So there are 5 main types of adjectives, and each one is used for something else, and we're going to look at them. Okay, so these are some more examples of adjectives before we take a look. For example, it is a big table that describes size. It's a round table that describes shape. It's an old table that describes age. It's a brown table that describes color. It's an English table that describes the origin, right, where it came from. It's a wooden table, describes the material. It's a broken table, is an observation or something that we see with our eyes, right? We observe. All right, okay. So the first type of adjective we are going to look at is a descriptive adjective. Now, a descriptive adjective is when we describe something, sorry, I sound like my 4-year-old nephew, something. Okay, so a descriptive adjective is the first thing you think of when you talk about adjectives, because obviously what the adjectives do, they describe something. So in this case, we use our 5 senses, whether it's taste or smell or sound or feeling, right? All these things, they are descriptive adjectives. We use our senses to describe. So for example, beautiful, cute, silly, tall, annoying, loud, nice, bright, alive, dry, fresh, hot, amazing, short. These are all things that are descriptive. They give us more information about more so on how something looks or how something feels, right? That girl is beautiful. The baby is cute. He is so silly. The man is so tall. My brother is so annoying. The music is so loud. it is nice outside, okay? So these are all things that give us more of a description, okay? So my young brother is short. She cried because her wedding dress was so beautiful. The pretty flowers have a nice smell. The playful dogs at the shelter were happy to see me. Okay? So they give us a description. Hopefully it will come to make sense. The difference now in the second one is that it's quantitative. So it means we're talking about number. While the first category talks about things that how we feel about them and or how we see them or how they feel to us or how they look to us, how they taste to us and so forth, that's a description. Here we're talking about quantity or quantitative or numbers, okay? So quantitative adjectives, they describe the quantity of something. So how much or how many. In other words, it modifies the noun by indicating a number or a quantity. It can be either cardinal, so 5, or ordinal, 5th. Okay, so we're going to look at some examples. Some of these, how much or how many or more, half, a little, some, all, sufficient, few, whole, 1/10, right? 5, 5th, 4, 4th. These are, so there are 4 dogs outside. This is the 4th dog. These are all adjectives, quantitative adjectives. So they tell us about a number or quantity. If you ask how much, well, the answer is probably going to be a number. How many is probably going to be a number, right? Does that make sense to people that are here?
Yes.
How do we feel? Okay. So more also is can lead to a number, half, obviously a little, some. They all describe a quantity. So how many children do you have? I only have 1 daughter. Do you plan on having more kids? Oh yes, I want many children. I can't believe I ate that whole cake. Do you see how it's related to numbers?
Yes.
Yes, any questions? This would be the best time to ask a question. Okay, moving along. All right, so number 3 is demonstrative adjectives, and these are basically this, that, these, and those. They demonstrate something, okay? So it helps indicate a noun or a pronoun in a sentence. It's especially helpful when you want to make it clear which person or thing you would like to talk about, whether it's near or far, singular or plural. So it tells us which specific noun we are talking about. Does that make sense?
Yes.
Basically, all of them are this, that, these, and those. All right. One of them is singular, or 2 of them are singular, 1 for near, 1 for far, and 2 of them are plural, 1 for near and 1 for far. Okay. This is singular and it's near, it's close. That is singular and it's far. Those are singular, those are plural and they are near, and these are plural and they are far. Okay, makes sense? Questions?
Suppose this is a close, right? Those is far.
This is close and those are close. That is far and these are far. So this one and
Yeah,
this
this one's a close, right?
yeah, this
around yourself.
and those.
Yeah, this and those. No, this and these, right?
No, this and those.
This and those. Suppose these
That
and
these. No, you're right. I'm so. Oh, what am I arguing for? No. This,
These and
this,
those. These and
this,
those.
and these.
Yeah,
that
these
and
these.
those.
Yeah, that and those. That's
Yeah. Sorry, my brain went. Yeah, you're right. I'm sorry, people who are watching too.
right.
Okay. Yeah. This and these and that and those.
Yeah.
I don't know why they put them in that order on this thing, but nevertheless, I'm grateful for the presentation. Okay, so you're right. So this and these, that and those. So this is singular and it's near. These are plural and it's near. That is singular and it's far, and those are singular and they're far. So these student can't sit still. We're talking about a group of student that's close by. This is my new car. You're pointing to your car and it's right there next to you. No one uses those old markers. The markers are probably over there somewhere. Okay, that is not a nice thing to do. Okay, so while that is not a nice thing to do, is not talking about something that's close or something that's far. It's talking about an idea, okay, or a thing. Cool. Questions? I feel like there are questions. Did I confuse people? Maybe I confused people. Ask me if you have questions. Love me. Why don't you love me? Love me, say that you love me. Everybody. Okay, no one wants to clap with me. Okay, carry on.
I don't know the song.
There you go, thank you. All right. So number 4, drum roll. All right, number 4, possessive adjectives. And possessive adjective, it modifies a noun or a pronoun to show who or what owns something. These are adjectives that show possessions. If you are in this class physically, we've talked about these a lot. If you are watching online, there is another video that you can go watch, which we actually did in this class. Does anyone remember here what were the possessive adjectives that we talked about?
Mine.
Yeah, we talked about possessive pronouns. We talked about possessive adjectives. So there we go. Mine, yours, his, sorry, my, your, his, her, our, their, and its, right? My dog. So these ones are the possessive adjectives and these are the possessive pronouns. Okay, so we're looking for her dog all day. Our bus didn't come until noon. The lazy cat will not leave its bed. They don't know who the new teacher will be. Okay, so again, you guys remember the difference? Yes? No? Maybe?
Yes.
What's the difference between the possessive adjectives and the possessive pronouns?
No, the possessive is like mine.
Yeah, so that,
When we're talking about something that's really the ours thing, like that's possessive.
okay.
Something that we own already.
Yeah, something that you own already.
Like-
So
like my car.
exactly.
My computer, my book.
So the my is describing or it's modifying the noun car, whereas mine doesn't need to modify a noun because it is taking the place of a noun.
Yes.
Okay, so my, your, his, her, our, their, its, that is a possessive adjective. Mine, yours, his, hers, ours, and theirs, that is a possessive pronoun. And again, you can watch if you're here and you want to remember what we talked about or revisit it, you can watch the other video. I will put the link to this video as well on here. And if you are on here, just go watch the other video. Okay. All right. And our last one, interrogative. Interrogative adjectives, they interrogate, meaning they ask questions. These adjectives are always followed by a noun or a pronoun and are used to form questions. Okay, so what do they have? You have the adjectives and then you have the noun or pronoun and you use them to form questions. You love these, you've seen this, and you have used these. Which, what, whose, who, which, they have which there, what, and who and how. Okay, the WH questions essentially. Okay, who, what, where, when, why. These are typically which, what, whose, how, which. I don't know why which is there again, what and who. So which song will you play on your wedding day? You see the adjective, the interrogative adjective is what we're going to use to form the question, and it is followed by a noun. So we have which and then we have song. What kind, ooh, okay, why don't you love me? What kind of food? Obviously it's referring to the food. Whose purse? Purse is the one, purse is the noun, right? How do you plan on starting your speech? We're talking about the speech, right? And we're using how to form a question, and how is the interrogative adjective, and who is attending your or his graduation. Cool? Questions? Doubts? Thoughts? Things you're afraid of? Nothing? All right, my good people. Awesome, awesome. So that is it for this particular video, or I suppose this particular lecture. If you are with me, we're going to continue on to another lecture, and if you're not, we will post that lecture in the next video. Thanks for watching. Make sure to subscribe if you haven't done so yet, and I will be with you next video.